What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Robbie Miles. Watch more horror movies, guys. Okay, you heard it here first. Studio House Designs. Watch more horror movies. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. I got a fun video for you guys. And I'm gonna do a larger video on like kind of this topic later, but I have a big VHS haul to share with you guys, and the means of how I got these VHS tapes is kind of cool. So I have about 17 or 18 tapes here, and if you've been following me on social media or you've been following me on my YouTube channel, yada yada, you know that I'm fairly recently, as of a month ago, new to VHS collecting. So there's a new endeavor for me that I am embarking on, and I'm having a blast doing so. And so there's a million ways you can find VHS tapes, right? You can find them out in the wild. You can find them at brick and mortar stores, like the Archive and things like that. You can find them on eBay. You can. There's a million ways, but recently, I have a social media page. I'll link below, where I do a lot of my interacting and posting and stuff. It's at the same handle, Miles of Heart. And I've built up a great friend base over there. And I've mentioned her before, but a friend of mine on Instagram, Ashley, okay, Zombie X Girl is her name. Um, she's one of the coolest people I've met on social media. Huge horror fan. Monster physical media collection. She mentioned to me she has about 80 tapes. And if you go look at her page, again at Zombie X Girl, she has a huge collection. And it's been really, really fun, kind of getting to know her, talking tapes with her, talking physical media with her. I would love to get her on the show, but I can't say enough amazing things about Ashley. Definitely go give her a follow. And she's just cool as shit, man. So her and I were talking, and she had mentioned to me she had a bunch of tapes, maybe doubles or things that she was willing to part ways with. And if I was interested in doing some kind of a trade or something. And I was all about it. I said, of course. And I appreciate you reaching out. And, when we had spoken, I probably had about, one tape with like four on the way. And she hit me with a list of about 35 tapes that she had extras of. And so I told her, I'm interested in about 17 of these tapes, or maybe 18. And I said, okay, I would love these. Let's figure it out. Let's make it work. And I sent her a list of my extras. I have a lot of extra Blu-rays, to be honest with you. And I had a couple box sets that I've upgraded and things like that. So she said, the tapes are yours. No big deal. And I happen to have a Elm Street 4K available. Okay. When they first dropped, this is the Overseas Collector's Edition. The Warner Brothers Collector's Edition. When they dropped, I actually ordered one from Orbit and from Diabolic. This is over the summer, so I was away, and I wanted to make sure I got it. So I ordered it from both places. And Ashley was like, I'll tell you what, I'll hit you with these tapes. Let me snag that Elm Street 4K. And I said, it took me a minute to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. But you know what? I said, absolutely, let's do it. I think it's great. I think it's helping both of us out. It's great for you because you get your Elm Street 4K. I get a whole bunch of tapes to start my collection, and there's some great stuff in here, guys. So it really was like a great mutual trade between friends, and I think that's just cool stuff, man. When two friends can come together and kind of trade physical media that helps them both out. I feel like that's what it's all about in a way. And again, I had multiple Elm Street 4Ks. I had two of them. So it wasn't a big deal to send one over to her. And now I have this box of 17 or 18 tapes that I'm going to unbox with you guys on the fly. I've not taken these out of the box yet. So anyway, I'm going to do a much bigger show on trading physical media because I think that's a really cool thing. And I really appreciated the communication from Ashley. I really can't say enough amazing things about her and her page over on Instagram. And definitely like check out her stories and stuff because she does movie reviews and she does all kinds of cool stacks and just it's so much great physical media stuff. And there are a few people that I trust more on socials in regard to physical media than her. She's a great asset, a great resource. So definitely check her out. I'll link her socials below. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. So I have a big box of movies here. You can see, oh, it's massive. And look at this thing. So I crossed out her addresses, but big box physical media. So I'm just gonna get right into it here. All right, let's see what we got. Get this stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna put it on the floor. That was working better. All right. So, I mean, there's so many things, so many tapes in here that I'm so excited about. The first one, I mean, Army of Darkness. So, I mean, I am a huge Evil Dead fan. I have a Cheryl tattoo on my left arm. The Cellar Cheryl picture. So, Army of Darkness in super clean. Okay, super clean Army of Darkness. That was like a big tape for me to get. So yeah, Army of Darkness. That's one. I'm just gonna keep going through here. All right, you got Blade and Blade 2. I mean, these are badass, dude. Dude, the Blade has like an embossed cover. You got Blade and Blade 2. Now, the thing about these movies is like, do I need Blade on VHS? Probably not. But Blade was a true depiction of my childhood. What year did Blade come out? Let's see. 98. So like, no, I don't necessarily absolutely need Blade in my collection, but I adore the movie. I really do. And banging artwork, especially that embossed slipcover. So it's a common, but like, hell yeah, dude. Blade, badass covers. So you got Army of Darkness, you got Blade 1 and 2. All right, so you got Stand By Me. Now, I'm a big Stephen King fan. I love this movie so much. As far as non-horror movies are concerned, this is probably in my top 10 non-horror movies. And it's a super clean version. Super clean. So Stand By Me. And honestly, like, that original art is just awesome. It really is just simple, and I like simple. All right. Then you got Fear with Mark Wahlberg. I forgot who the chicken. Oh, it's Reese Witherspoon. That's right. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon, Fear. Now, to be honest with you, like, I don't think I've ever seen this movie in full. So, like, what a better way to go back and watch this than on VHS? You got a cool, like, Universal Thrillers watermark up there. So, Fear. Guys, I am, like, loving the VHS game. I'm, like, all about it. It's getting me so excited. Oh, yeah, I mean, a couple more titles here that are, like, so perfect for right now. So, you got Fear.com, which I actually just picked up a Blu-ray of this. From is it Magnet? Maybe it was a partner OCN partner label. I don't remember which one. I think it was Magnet. But Fear.com. Yeah, I mean, what better way to kind of watch this movie than on VHS? So yeah, Fear.com. And this is like one of those art pieces that like sticks in your head forever. So yeah, Fear.com, super cool. And then of course, you got the Blair Witch Project. Now, in my research, I've found that this has happened to be a very common tape, but it doesn't change the fact that this artwork is just so iconic. And I mentioned that in my video yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, go check out my my reaction unboxing to the Second Sight Blair Witch Project release, which is I'm watching the festival cut tonight, but as far as I'm concerned at the moment, it is release of the year as long as that cut lives up to the hype, which I think it will. So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to add this tape to my collection. I actually have another copy of this on the way because I picked up a bundle. So I'm gonna have multiple copies of Blair Witch. Hit me up if you're interested. All right. Then we got a couple of a 90s thriller, 90s kind of dark thriller called Dark City. Now I remember seeing commercials just when I was a kid and being like, I got to see that movie for sure. This came out in 2001. I'm sorry, so a little later. But I definitely remember seeing the commercials for this movie and be like, that looks badass. And I don't know if I've actually ever seen it, but it's got Jennifer Connelly and Kiefer Sutherland. Holy shit. So yeah, Dark City from the director of The Crow. It's got to be good. All right, then you have Rage Carry 2, which I've also never seen, but like I've grown as so much as a horror fan in my lifetime that like these movies, kind of like Rage Carry 2, they've become like a comfort for me. Like I've never seen this one, and like I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Like I know I'm gonna be able to put this on and just be like comforted by just a horror movie that's like you know cheesy and probably sexual and seductive and um just fun, So you got Rage Carry 2, really cool cover art on there. And all these, again, testament to Ashley, all these are just super clean, man. They're all such good copies. All right, see what else we got here. All right, so yeah, this I'm gonna save this one because I got the first and second one. But let me take a sip of my tea here. All right, I got a movie called In Dreams with Annette Bening, Aidan Quinn, Stephen Rea, and Robert Downey Jr. I don't know much about it, but again, super clean version. Thriller, man. Like this looks awesome. Cool artwork on there. In Dreams. All right, so this is the 1 and 2. So I got Species and Species 2. I mean, these are great gets for me because Species is one of those movies that I watched as a kid. It was like one of the movies that I watched, and I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. This is '95, and I remember this being on late at night. I was 8 I was 9 when it came out, and like putting on the channel and like being like, oh my god, I'm not supposed to be watching this. And my parents were upstairs, and I like would watch it, and like Natasha Henstridge was like half naked. I'm like, please don't come. Like I shouldn't be watching this, truly. And it was just one of those forbidden fruit movies. And I remember there's a scene in the club when Natasha Henstridge like rips out and destroys the guy in the bathroom, and I was like blown away, and I was like, holy shit, this rules. And yeah, so Species will always hold kind of a special place in my heart because it was Natasha Henstridge and because it's just a badass movie. And again, the reason why I'm being drawn to VHS so much right now is because these are movies from my childhood, man. Like this is bringing up so much nostalgia for me. And then, so anyway, you got Species and Species 2, different looks on the cover, both with Natasha Henstridge. I believe she's in both. Yeah. And you got kind of like a greener finish on the first one and a red finish on the second. I love Species, guys. Great creature feature, sci-fi. All right. Then you got a movie called Body Snatchers, The Invasion Continues. I'm guessing this is like the sequel to Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I've never heard of it. Splendidly creepy. It knows how to scare you and isn't afraid to try. Cool. Don't ever sleep because that's when it happens. That's when tentacles leave the alien pod and enter your ears and nostrils. Oh, dude, this is badass. Body Snatchers. Okay, I think it's a sequel to Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All right. This was a big tape for me. I mean, you had Army of Darkness, which is a big get, but then you also had The Thing, and this is not a common tape. This thing goes for like $15-20, so it's got a little sticker up there, which is not ideal, but this was a big get for me. Okay, I plan on putting this in a protective sleeve to kind of preserve it. But yeah, The Thing, guys, original artwork on there, the original poster art, which is iconic, truly. Oh, sick, dude! You got the Hollywood Video on there. Check that out. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's super cool. So yeah, The Thing, a pretty clean version minus that sticker. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, we got a movie called The Order. I'm not really too familiar with this. Heath Ledger with a white tape. Oh, also Hollywood Video. Hell yeah, that's badass. White tape Hollywood Video. It's interesting that a white tape. So Heath Ledger. This is a 2003 film. Cool. The Order. All right, then you got a movie, and this next movie I kind of love, and it was a big kind of creature feature from when I was a kid that I watched with my dad, and I loved it. Okay, and it's called The Relic. Okay, the monster in this is just so badass. It's about a monster that just gets unleashed in a museum, and it's cool. It's super super cool. Um, yeah, I'm looking at all this. I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I loved it. The creature can hold its own with the alien, writes Chicago Tribune critic Gene Siskel. When the last reel begins, the special effects is really awesome. The panic begin. Yeah, it's one of those things where like, it kind of like you don't get the full reveal for most of the movie, but then at the end it like just unleashes and it's badass, dude. I love the relic, and also like look at how sick is that cover art. So here's what I'm at with VHS, right? Like VHS over DVD any day of the week for me. And even if it's not a movie that you love, like these make great display pieces. Like a DVD of the Relic is like shitty to me, but a VHS of the Relic is like so fucking cool. Um, anyway, let's keep going here. Got a few more. Maybe one more. And then last but very not least, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And so that was a great get for me. So some common tapes, some uncommons. Nothing too crazy. The thing is probably the most expensive tape. But again, it wasn't even about the pricing in this trade. It was about two friends that really wanted to help each other out. And I think that's really cool when it comes to kind of physical media trading. And so the topic of trading is really fascinating to me. And I want to do another video on it, a full video on trading itself, and that kind of a thing. But I want to bring on a guest for it. I don't want to do it by myself because I want to get other opinions. But again, shout out to Ashley, Zombie X Girl. I'll link her socials below. But what a cool experience to kind of trade physical media, and a win-win for both of us. And I got some awesome tapes, guys. She got her 4K, and just cool stuff. So I'll link her socials below. Again, definitely go give her a follow. And yeah, there you have it. I got 17 or 18 tapes over there. And I'm super excited. Also, I just need to tell you guys this. I kind of went a little overboard with VHS. It's very exciting. And I hit eBay, I hit Mercari, and I probably spent like, I'm not even gonna say, but nothing too crazy. But I spent a couple hundred, and I have a bunch of tapes on the way, so it's happening, guys. My VHS endeavor is officially underway. I'm gonna chill now, and kind of look for stuff out in the wild. But like I showed you guys last week, all those tapes back there I found at the archive and at a thrift store. So I have picked up a few things off eBay and Mercari that are on the way. A couple lots that are super cheap, like nothing more than like $35. But some of these lots were like I said, $35 dollars, and it's like 30 tapes. Or I think one of the lots I got was like 50 maybe, so it was a little more than 35. But again, it was like 62 tapes. So I got some really solid deals, along with a couple other goodies. I'm not going to share what, but yeah, there you have it, guys. That is my VHS haul for today. And I got it from a trade. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Nothing but love, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.